Nestled in the heart of the Rwenzori region, Kibaale National Park has gained international recognition as one of the world's largest primate habitats, boasting a population of approximately 1,450 chimpanzees. While this tropical forest park is a haven for diverse wildlife including elephants, buffaloes, antelopes and countless bird species, it stands at the crossroad of a pressing crisis, escalating human-wildlife conflict. The park's proximity to local communities spreading across Kabarole, Kyenjojo, Kyegegwa and Kasese districts has seen locals often finding their crops destroyed and livelihoods threatened by wildlife encroachments.
We have a challenge of human-wildlife conflict, and this has caused a lot of issues between us, management of Kibaale National Park, and the neighboring communities, because wildlife comes from the park, it goes outside to the community, it has destroyed their crops, some people have been injured, others have even been killed.
Facing the challenge of elephants encroaching on our crops, we've taken steps to protect our community by building barriers. Thanks to the Uganda Wildlife Authority's innovative trap construction, we've seen significant improvements. However, as we continue to coexist with these creatures, some still find their way through.
In addition to human-wildlife conflict, poaching remains a persistent threat, jeopardizing the survival of many species within the park, while undermining conservation efforts.
In the last 5 years, we have seen a few cases of poaching because we are working closely with the communities who tell us this would have been the case. Maybe these are the people who are poachers, they have reformed, they are also coming out to give us information on how they used to do or where was poaching highly, and then we work and we ensure it is no more there.
To address the issue at hand, the Uganda Wildlife Authority has undertaken community engagement initiatives, education campaigns, development of climate-based projects and construction of boardwalks and trenches to prevent wildlife like elephants from encroaching in the communities. All these demonstrate the importance of wildlife conservation.
There are various interventions which we have against human-wildlife conflict. One of them is excavating what we call the elephant deterrent trench, which is 6 feet wide by 6 feet deep. This one is very effective against elephants. When the elephants reach the trench, they don't actually cross, and therefore the farmers outside are able to grow crops and then harvest. But there are areas where excavation of an elephant trench is not possible, so that is the reason why we came up with this innovation of constructing the elephant deterrent boardwalk, which we are standing on right now.
Inasmuch as Uganda Wildlife Authority also embarked on compensation for affected households of wildlife raids, its progress has been more slowly than required. Since 2022, over 150 claims have been registered for compensation, yet a mere 15 households have received compensation, while 80 claims remain unfulfilled.
In instances where the wild animals have caused damage, either to property or they have injured human beings, and in the worst case scenarios have killed human beings, we have in place a law that provides for compensation. And we have been compensating the people who have lost their property, and the level of compensation is to the extent of the damage, but also the kind of damage that these animals have actually caused to the people.
As humanity faces the challenge of balancing conservation with community needs, Kibaale National Park has become a model for sustainable coexistence through strategic collaboration and proactive measures, safeguarding both biodiversity and the livelihoods of those living on the fringes of one of Uganda's most treasured ecosystems. David Ijjo at Kibaale National Park in Rwenzori region.